Moving country does not mean that the grass is always going to be greener.
Let's talk cost of living in the UK, because I know 1000% I am not the only one that is sick to death of being broke at the end of the month.
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth.
So the cost of living in Australia right now is out of control. Fuel, rent, groceries, interest rates on mortgages, it's all going up.
The cost of living in Canada is sick.
You ever feel that this whole cost of living thing's really turned into a cost of breathing thing and nobody in charge gives a shit?
If something is not done with the prices that keep going up in Canada, I will be on the street.
Basically living paycheck to paycheck because the cost of living in Australia is completely cooked.
I know I'm not the first one to say this, but how the fuck did things get so expensive?
Why is everything so damn expensive?
Tell me what I can go into any single supermarket in the UK, 2 bags of shopping, at least £70.
Who in the hell is making up these food prices, dog? Because I've straight up got beef with whoever's doing it because I can't even afford to buy beef.
At this point, it's cheaper to develop a cocaine habit than it is to step foot in a grocery store.
Nothing's going to come back down in price. Not homes, not rent, not food.
It's not just about the money anymore. It's the exhaustion that comes with trying to earn it. We wake up already tired. We're already calculating the cost of the day before our feet even hit the floor from getting out of bed.
Yeah, we're definitely fucked. We are definitely fucked.
Welcome back to Broken Britain, the place where we stop pretending that moving abroad magically fixes your life. Because today's topic exposes a brutal truth people don't want to hear. The grass isn't greener anywhere. Not in the UK, not in America, not in Australia, not in Canada. Every country people dream about moving to is dealing with the exact same nightmare. Rising prices, shrinking wages, unaffordable homes, and governments that can't keep their citizens' lives above water. People in the UK say, I'm moving to America, things are better there. Americans say, Australia is paradise. Australians say, Canada is peaceful. And Canadians say, the UK has stability. But when you look closer, it's the same struggle, just a different accent. Rent skyrocketing, food prices squeezing families, energy bills draining paychecks, people working 2 or 3 jobs just to exist. This isn't a local crisis. This is a global collapse of affordability, and ordinary people everywhere are paying for it. So hit that subscribe button, because today on Brit Rants, we're exposing the myth once and for all. There is no better country anymore, just different versions of the same struggle.
This is a day in the life of someone working in Britain. You wake up in your house where you pay council tax, get into your car that you pay road tax on, stop off to fill up some fuel, don't forget you're going to pay fuel tax, and then you get to work where your income gets income tax and national insurance. By the way, your employer pays national insurance for you as well, but you never really see that. It just means that your salary is smaller than it would have been. In fact, that means that the majority of the week while you're at work, you're not actually earning money, you're paying the majority of that away in tax. So you get a little bit stressed, you have a drink where you pay alcohol tax and start thinking about what tax is coming next in the upcoming budget. Could it be a home tax, a wealth tax, a change to your stamp duty tax? And you get so stressed out, you end up in hospital, but all of that tax that you've been paying somehow hasn't managed to provide a good medical service, so you die, and then you pay inheritance tax. Who knows what's next? Are they going to tax us for breathing? They're welcome.
Tell me what I can go into any single supermarket in the UK, 2 bags of shopping, at least £70. I'm being robbed. My pants are being pulled down. Sandra at checkout 2 has just took the piss out of me. I'll just go pop in and get some bits for dinner. £40. £40 for a bag of shopping. What justifies 40 British pounds on a fucking spag bowl? I don't even like them that much.
Welcome to Britain, where the most expensive vehicle to operate is a fucking shopping trolley. Welcome to Britain, where there's a national shortage of piss, because the fucking government has taken it all. Welcome to Britain, where you can't get a doctor's appointment because they couldn't think of a better way than everyone ringing up at 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. Welcome to Britain, where most people can't afford to get on the property ladder because most people can't afford a fucking ladder. Welcome to Britain, where if aliens were to come down right now and take us away, it wouldn't be called an abduction. It would be called a fucking rescue mission. Welcome to Britain, where instead of teaching us about taxes, they taught us about a shape called a rhombus, which really comes in handy during rhombus season. Welcome to Britain, where street food isn't for nourishment, it's to strengthen your immune system. Welcome to Britain, where we have security outside fast food restaurants, because apparently we're all fucking mental. Welcome to Britain, where each day is written by Stephen King and directed by Quentin Tarantino. Fucking Tina. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Oh, will somebody let that goddamn sink in?
Yeah, we're definitely fucked. We are definitely fucked. Went to Liverpool yesterday. Before I've even touched anything or done anything or even got out the car, it's cost us at least 20 quid. All right, fuel, but then you got your tunnel, and then you got your parking, all that stuff, right? We only wanted to go for a walk around. I've literally come away from Liverpool from yesterday, must have spent 250, 300 quid. All right, bought some clothes, went to Greg's and spent £6 on a sausage roll and a little coffee, right? What in the hell? When has it become so expensive to buy a fucking sausage roll and a little bit of fucking caffeine? Fucking 6 quid. Subway, something like 20 quid for two of us. What the fuck is that about? How are people going to be able to afford to live? Nobody is enjoying spending that much money on little things.
Right, prices in the UK are getting fucking terrible. Like, this is what £7 gets you in the UK. Bottle of water, fucking pasty, and a sandwich. That's it. It's fucking dog shit. £7 for 3 things like that. Tiny things as well, bear in mind. Like, I eat a lot as a fucking bloke, but £7 a pop for a drink and 2 things to eat. It's ridiculous. It's going up and up and up, and I don't see how people can cope with it.
Is anyone else fucking absolutely fucking depressed living in this country? Honestly, the fucking food prices are absolutely ridiculous. House prices are ridiculous. You get taxed on fucking everything. Like, I just wish I could sell up and just fuck. Do you know, if I didn't have kids, man, I'd be out of here. I'd be gone. I just don't see any benefits from living in the UK. Like, what benefits do we actually fucking have? Like, we are literally surviving, aren't we? Most people in the UK are earning what? Just under 40k a year, if they're on an alright wage. 40k a year gets you fuck all now. 40k a year would have got you fucking loads of stuff. Now it gets you literally in survival mode. It fucking pisses me off, man. I'm sick of this fucking shithole. I'm sick of the fucking weather. I'm sick of the fucking government bumming us every chance they get. I'm sick of being lied to constantly by the fucking government. I'm fucking sick of it. Honestly, like, we're lucky if we get a 2-week fucking holiday abroad these days. Even then, you gotta fucking save up for it. Like, when can we start fucking living, not fucking surviving? You know? Fuck this country, man.
I'm not being funny, I'm actually shook. How have I just come out of Aldi? I went in to buy stuff to make spaghetti bolognese and I've just spent £32. What in the cost of living crisis? I mean, I didn't even buy shite for the middle aisle.
Oh, I'm not happy, fam. I am not happy. Please tell me, yeah, why yesterday I brought a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi Max Cherry, cost me £1.99. Why is it I've gone to the shop just now and it's £2.19? It's gone up 20 pence in 24 hours, bruv. What the fuck? Oh, mate, you know what? Cost of living, yeah? First chocolate's gone up, now the Pepsi's gone up. Bro, you know what? It's probably cheaper just to move to a different country, fam. I swear. Listen, guys, please follow me, yeah? So I can get to 10,000 fucking followers and I can start making some money off this app so I can leave the country. Thank you, I appreciate it, and goodbye.
I've just done my weekly food shop in Sainsbury's, right? Tell me how the bastard shopping came to £100. I've got nothing to show for it. I don't know what I've got, but I certainly ain't got £100 worth. The only things I bought out of normality were four Christmas wrapping paper rolls for £1 each. That's £4. The math ain't mathing. I was expecting maybe £50, £60. I tried to keep myself on a budget. I was looking at the prices. I was getting the cheaper options. I was getting nectar price items. Still threw out £100. I even used £7.50 of my nectar points to take off my final bill. Still £100. Still £100. Who is surviving in this world anymore? Because that's £400 a month. How is anyone affording food? Never mind luxury food. I'm buying budget options. Budget. And it's still coming out at 100. This country needs some help because what the fuck?
Let's talk cost of living in the UK, because I know 1000% I am not the only one that is sick to death of being broke at the end of the month. We're a family of 4 that sold almost everything we own to travel. Sick of seeing our bank account and every single direct debit what comes out of it. So then before it even gets to the first of the month, we have no disposable income. Zero. Things have been getting so much worse in the UK over the past few years. Energy prices, food prices, everything is just skyrocketing. Minus. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. We've quit our jobs, so we have zero income now. So we're going to have a lot more going out of our bank than we are coming in. Moving to a different country and meeting new people and networking can open up so many more doors. It's just looking at it through a different mindset. So everything we was spending in the direct debits, what was coming out of our bank every single month for gas, electric, water, council tax, mortgage, we'll be able to spend the money what we were spending on that on travelling, seeing new things, seeing new places. And yeah, the pot's not going to last forever. And that's why we have already pre-researched things where we'll be able to make more money as we're travelling.
Country's fucked. We've got a fucked government that don't give a fuck about anything, do you know what I mean? It's mad. Don't like to get into politics and that, because I'm not really a politics man, yeah? But this government, they've come in, they've lied about fucking everything, they've not done any positives. I've seen more businesses close down. One of the jobs that I go to, massive business, hundreds of people working there, yeah? Gone. Dissolved, do you know what I mean? Because they can't afford the tax. You've got all these people leaving the UK. It's mad. And it's sad to see, do you know what I mean? It's just crazy. What Britain used to be is being destroyed. And it's all going on this racial dynamic now. And everyone's hating on people coming across. And I know the jokes, doctors and engineers and that. If people want to come over here and work, fair play to them. If they come over here and they can't work because of an illness or a disability, but they've come over to try, let them, do you know what I mean? It's madness. The 2-tier system with the government at the minute, it's pathetic, it's wrong, do you know what I mean? And it spins my head out. It's depressing everyone. Nothing's been right since COVID. It's all been mad. No one gives a fuck. It's just mad. It's disgusting really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. You see that ginger one, the deputy prime minister and that, she just laughs all the time and just comes out with bullshit. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing this to increase defence funding. We don't need defence. Do you know what I mean? The defence is fine. Put them to good use. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. It's just, it spins my head out so much. And they just come on all smug and laughing. It's almost like a dig to everyone. We're doing this, you can't do it about it, blah, blah, blah. It's mental.
Okay, the food prices now mean there is nothing in Asda that I'm willing to pay for. Oh, that's a cute dog. I'm not paying for it. I'm not doing it. I don't care how nice it is. I don't care if I'm hungry. I have definitely boxed this guy in and I need to back up a bit. I'm hungry and I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. If anybody needed to lose weight, now would be the time to do it. And then give me some of your fat because I'm hungry.
You ever feel that this whole cost of living thing's really turned into a cost of breathing thing and nobody in charge gives a shit? How the hell is it 2025 and people are busting their ass at work to still have to make the choice between rent, groceries, and gas? It's like some sort of twisted multiple choice test that's designed to make you fail. They keep shoving damn headlines in your face about how the economy's doing great and how things are looking up, yet households are literally one flat tire or one medical bill away from absolute disaster. Meanwhile, real wages barely move while rent jumps like it's on a goddamn trampoline. I mean, the cost of basic food acts like it wants its own luxury tax. And the advice they give us? Stop buying avocado toast. Stop drinking coffee. Make a budget. As if skipping that $5 latte is going to magically fix a system where housing, healthcare, childcare, education, and even staying alive are all premium subscriptions now. They know damn well it's not the coffee. It's the fact that everything essential is marked up like we're all goddamn millionaires. And what really burns is that they still try to make you feel like it's a personal failure. Like, if you just worked harder, if you just managed better, or if you just stopped being lazy. No! People are working 2, 3 jobs, side hustles. They're selling their time, their energy, and their sanity, and they still cannot get ahead. That is not laziness. That is a rigged game. So here's the question. At what point do we stop blaming ourselves and call it what it is? A system that was never built for us to win. And if almost everybody is barely hanging on, constantly stressed, and drowning in bills and debt, how much more proof do we need that the problem is not us? It's the world we're being forced to survive in. But how do you all feel? Be sure to drop your comments down below.
I'm crashing out because I just walked into Target, bought six things and spent $125. $125. Okay? What? What? I got all the things I got were things that we needed. I got diapers, cat litter, face wash, little snack bars that my son likes, a cleaning product, and a fucking shower curtain liner. Shower curtain liners used to be like $4.99. It was $8. $8. Like, what? What is happening? What is going on?
Why is everything so damn expensive? 4 years ago, my rent was $1,200 a month at a luxury apartment complex. It is now $2,100, not even including utilities. I went to the grocery store yesterday, right? And got 3 bags of chips, some ground turkey, and some vegetables. And it was $67! What? My car insurance from 4 years ago until now, with no tickets, no wrecks, no nothing on my driver's record, has gone from $130 to $240 per month. 3 years ago, my electric bill was averaging $45. Now it's averaging $125. You go and get a tank of gas once a week, and you're dropping $70. I mean, a guy can't even buy a can of dip for less than $8. $8 for a can of dip? What the fuck is going on?
I know I'm not the first one to say this, but how the fuck did things get so expensive? I went to Starbucks the other day with my daughter. I got a tall latte, a small. She got an orange juice. She wanted an orange juice. I said, no problem. I get both. The guy says, cool, meet you at the window. It's going to be $13. I'm driving up. I'm like, $13 for a small latte and orange juice? There's no way. So I tell the guy, I think you made a mistake. $13. I just got a small. She got an orange juice. Like, I think there's a mistake. He's like, nope, it's $13. Orange juice and tall latte. Do you want the receipt? I was like, pardon? The orange juice was $6.50. He asked me if I still want the orange juice. I was like, do you want me to get in a fight with my child? I just told her she could have one. We ordered one. She heard it all. She heard the exchange. It's happening. But did I know it was going to be $6.50? No. How the fuck did we get here?
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal.
It's not just about the money anymore. It's the exhaustion that comes with trying to earn it. We wake up already tired. We're already calculating the cost of the day before our feet even hit the floor from getting out of bed. It's gas, it's rent, it's groceries, it's everything that used to be just life now makes it feel like an endless transaction. They tell us it's normal, they tell us it's adulthood, but in reality it's conditioning. Because somewhere along the line we stopped living and started managing our existence like some sort of budget sheet. Even the things that are supposed to recharge us have turned into another bill. A coffee, a lunch out, a day trip. You can't even treat yourself without feeling guilty for it. It's like the system found a way to make rest feel irresponsible. You don't even get to enjoy a day off anymore because you're too busy feeling guilty for not grinding. They call it progress, but I call it a psychological trap. You're not lazy for being burnt out. You're not weak for feeling drained. You're just human, living in a system that punishes you for it. And maybe that's the real problem. It's not that people don't want to work hard. It's that they're tired of having to sacrifice their peace just to survive. Because if everything has a price tag now, then peace of mind has become the most expensive thing on earth.
Who in the hell is making up these food prices, dog? Because I've straight up got beef with whoever's doing it because I can't even afford to buy beef. You telling me ground beef $7 a pound? I'm about to go start stealing cows, dog. I should not have to take out a loan with the Small Business Administration to buy dinner. Like whoever is the CEO of grocery prices is about to get that CEO treatment. What do you mean paper towels are $18? You telling me I can't afford to make a mess? Thank God I got a bidet because I don't even want to know what toilet paper prices look like. Because I'd probably shit myself in the store and I can't afford to buy new underwear. Why does it feel like they're moving the goalpost on our generation? Like you make a little more money, like, nah, it's not enough. We're going to change that. Like I went to the store the other day to get some canned tuna because I know it's cheap and I can afford it. Didn't that shit used to be like 39 cents a can? Why is a can of generic great value tuna almost $3 a can? Jesus.
At this point, it's cheaper to develop a cocaine habit than it is to step foot in a grocery store in 2025. Like, let's break this down. $300 worth of groceries maybe last you 5 days if you eat like a normal human being. But $300 worth of drugs, that'll at least come with new friends, a soundtrack, and a false feeling of invincibility. They got us out here spending half our check on steak, chicken, milk, eggs, and strawberries that rot in 36 hours. Meanwhile, crackheads are out here surviving off vibes and instincts. I saw a pack of lunch meat for $12.49 the other day. Like, bro, pork used to be for the broke people. Ham out here thinking it's Wagyu. I picked up a block of cheddar cheese, and I swear to God, I heard it whisper in my ear, "You sure you can afford me, big guy?" They're not even stocking food anymore. They're stocking reminders that the system is collapsing. Oh, you want a box of cereal? That'll be $7.99 for a bag that's 80% air and 20% childhood trauma. Back in the day, we used to say drug prices were criminal. But now, Kroger's the new cartel.
Nothing's going to come back down in price. Not homes, not rent, not food. And if you haven't already seen your electricity bill go up, expect it to. If you're holding on to hope that those costs will eventually come back down, that's exactly what they want you to do. Because while we're holding on to hope, they're stretching us thinner and thinner. If you ask me, the first step is to stop believing their empty promises. We need to take our dignity back, because they won't just willingly hand it over.
Y'all know what kills me? I cannot leave the house without spending $300. If I get in my car and go somewhere, whether it's groceries, running errands, eating, picking up stuff for the kids, like I just went to Walmart. No joke, y'all. I got 6 bags. 6 bags. $297. No wonder people is trying to make a living off TikTok because you can't afford to go nowhere. You cannot afford to leave the house anymore. You leave the house, get ready to swipe. I mean, this is so ghetto.
Do you ever go to the grocery store and feel like you could just have a mental breakdown in the middle of the grocery store because every single time you go grocery shopping, something new is raised in price? Not to mention it's summertime and your kids seem to have 3 stomachs in the summer, and you just keep questioning and feeling the stress of, am I going to be able to continue to afford food for my family with these prices continuously raising? And in my own personal experience, I have an autoimmune disease, I have dietary restrictions, I can't have gluten, I can't have dairy, I have to very much limit my processed foods, and all the health foods in the United States are so expensive. I wanted to cry over the price of a bag of potatoes today because they raised it $2 from the last time that I bought it, a week ago. And the bullshit part is the food that I can afford is the same food that will keep me sick. I have been trying to grow food in my backyard since 2018, but this internet company put this box in my backyard. So I have all these cable wires underground, and I have struggled to successfully grow food in my backyard. I continue to try though, and I will not stop trying, and I'm trying to move from this place. It's pretty messed up that a lot of us actually want better for our health and we can't afford it.
Tell me why my life is fucking me over! Tell me why! What the fuck? I figured out I can't even go to fucking college because I can't even afford that shit. What the fuck is this economy? I can't even go to college to get myself a fucking life to afford what I want. Because I can't even afford that. What the fuck?
Is anybody else sick of these grocery bills? Because I just spent $80 at Trader Joe's. I still have to buy food like to eat for dinner for the week at a regular grocery store. That's going to cost me over $100. So this is out of control. Prices are ridiculous. I don't even know what I bought at Trader Joe's. Can you guys relate? Because why are prices so expensive?
How the fuck are you supposed to survive on $30 an hour? I just got paid and I didn't even get $1,000 for the week of work that I just did. My name's Huddy, I'm 20 years old and I currently live out of home, so I'm paying my own rent, bills, food, fuel, and after paying all my expenses, I'm pretty much left with maybe $100 to $150 per week. Basically living paycheck to paycheck because the cost of living in Australia is completely cooked. My point is, how the fuck am I supposed to save for a house when you got houses like this going for $1 million? Let's just say I cut back on some of my expenses and I was saving $200 a week. Times $200 by 52 weeks of a year, that makes 10 grand. Meaning I would have to save for 20 fucking years to save for a 20% deposit on a home in Australia. Meaning I'm going to be fucking 40 years old before I end up putting this deposit down on this house. And that's also assuming the house prices don't go up in the next 20 years, which obviously it fucking is. The thing that's fucking crazy though is I always scroll on my phone, right? And I see these kids making so much money from their phone. I make 50K in a year. These cunts are making 50K in a month. And I keep thinking to myself, why the fuck can that not be me? And look, even though I'm super skeptical about the whole thing, I've decided I'm going to give it a crack because this job is not fucking working. So what I'm going to do is document my journey here on my Instagram. Drop me a follow if you want to see the journey. And let's fucking do it, bro. If you hate your job too, drop me a follow. We're in this together. Let's do it.
I remember when I came to Australia 17 years ago, life was easy. Making money was not impossible. Now everything is difficult. Everything is expensive. And it's really hard to make it to the end of the month. I'm a single mother and let me tell you, that's not easy. I am wondering, where is Australia going to go this way? Are we trying to emulate America? Are we going to become like them? Where are we heading to?
The cost of living is actually fucked. She's $8.50, and that's on special. $10 for a block of cheese. What is that? That's for 30 cans of Coke. Are you serious? How do you live these days?
So the cost of living in Australia right now is out of control. Fuel, rent, groceries, interest rates on mortgages, it's all going up. And the advice we get is work more hours, pick up another shift, or buy a $2,000 course online that might not even give you any return. That's not the answer. But what is working? Learning how to set up smarter systems that don't rely on trading more time for money. Follow me if you're ready to build smarter and not harder.
I'm 35 years old. I'm sleeping on a mattress on the floor at my friend's place because it's impossible to get a rental or it's way too expensive. And my only options are sleep in my car, sleep on the floor at my friend's house, or try and find a room in a share house if I can afford it, if there's any available. Knowing my luck, I'll end up with some fucking weirdos. How are those my only options? How are those the only options of many Australians right now? Before anyone says, you're 35, why don't you own a house? I did own a house in my 20s. I owned a house with my ex for 6 years. We bought at a good time in 2012. Then we split. He paid me out. It wasn't enough to then go and buy another property. So I think I'm just going to have to start applying for rentals, like 1-bedroom apartments. I don't mind living in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment, But having to pay $500 a week is fucked. I earn an average wage, but I can't afford that.
Every time I think Australia cannot get more expensive, I'm proved wrong. Look at the cost of this chocolate. $8.50. I swear I remember when Lint was like $4 max.
And I know with cost of living, people are struggling, like even just to get from point A to point B, petrol, everyone forgets like you have enough money for like rent, food, electricity, whatever. You get paid a certain amount. But I notice with people have been saying that their money's just not stretching the way it's stretched. And despite doing this and despite doing that, it doesn't make much savings. It doesn't make much of a difference. I don't think it will, honestly, until like certain elements of life do go down. We're all going to be in this struggle street together. And, we just look at how America's taken, the SNAP food coupons and stuff, and suddenly there's just not enough money to bring those back, even though they've been around for 60 years to help people out. And it's not just poverty people, it's people at work that have those as well. So I don't know, in Australia, we're going to, whatever.
It can't be just me who thinks they need to go get a second, third, or fourth job to just be able to afford groceries. I have to buy groceries every 2 weeks. No matter how much I try to cut back, it's still $500-$600, and I'm drowning. It is so stressful. My kids have to eat, my bills have to be paid. Man, I just wish something would give.
Guys, Canada isn't just expensive anymore, it's straight up disrespectful. And you know what? Someone needs to say it. Rent feels like you're paying a mortgage for a mansion that you're never gonna own. And utility prices jump every month like they're training for the fucking Olympics. Let's be real. And then they have the nerve to say, well, you just gotta, budget better. Budget what? We're budgeting on hope at this point. People are working and still choosing whether to pay a bill or put groceries on the table. Parents skipping meals so that their kids can eat. Seniors living on vibes and a prayer. And the rest of us are one paycheck away from a full-blown crisis. This is not normal, this is survival. And it's breaking people quietly. Nobody wants to talk about this, but it's the reality of Canada. So if you're new here, my name is Trish from Alberta, Canada. I'm a 42-year-old stay-at-home mom who recently was laid off. And I've been where you are, feeling tired and stressed and overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world right now, especially grocery prices, inflation, you name it. I know. I feel that too. Imagine a life where you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine when you get that utility bill and it doesn't cause you to have anxiety, or how am I going to pay this month? Where you actually get to live and not just survive. Does that sound like a dream? Yeah, it does. But here's the truth. There is a way that you can take control of it. Stay at home with your kids, be a yes mom, maybe take that family vacation. So if you're finally ready to stop playing defense and take control, I've got a free resource in my bio. Click the link, input your information, and get the resource, and you can see what it is that I'm doing, and it works. Because surviving isn't enough anymore. We need to start living, you guys. This is not the life that I thought I was going to grow up and have kids. Like, it is insane. Insane. And if you're ready for that shift, comment I'm ready, and let's get to work. We don't have to stay stuck anymore. We don't have to stay stuck anymore.
If something is not done with the prices that keep going up in Canada, I will be on the street.
I will be literally on the street corner next week, panhandling, asking for some change. It's comical how our wages aren't going up, but the price of everything around us skyrocketing. And it's not near as bad in America as it is in Canada. It's 1,000% worse in Canada. Every aspect, we can't catch a break. Groceries are now like triple the price. I just saw a video on TikTok and this girl was like, isn't this expensive for what this is? And it was a vegetable platter, not even like expensive vegetables, literally carrots, some broccoli, some cucumber, little cherry tomatoes. It was a decent sized platter, but it wasn't anything crazy. And now it was being charged $45 for the platter. Over double the amount that would used to be. You know, like a normal platter like that probably would go for about $15 to $20. It's $2.50 for an apple. When you're weighing to get an apple, it's $2.50 per pound for an apple. I haven't gotten a facial in so long. And when I was in high school, I used to go to this facial place all the time and get, you know, my skin cleaned out. It's been quite a few years since I've actually been to this facial place. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a facial. They used to charge me $50 before tax. And I just looked it up now. It was $89 before tax. They're not doing anything more magical. They're now charging me $40+ more for a facial. That's how much it's gone up. We have the most expensive gas prices in the world. We have the most expensive car insurance in the world. Every aspect where you would think maybe I could save some money, you can't save any money. And then on top of that, our rent is one of the most expensive in the world. We're paying millions and millions of dollars for the land. So you could have a broken down, running, rotting house that's falling apart with rats in it, and you'd be charged millions of dollars for this house just because of the land of it. That's how expensive it is to live in Canada. I'm talking about specifically Vancouver. I don't know if it's like this in other parts of Canada as much, but it is becoming insane. I'm saying if the prices keep going up and the wages aren't going to be going up, then how do you expect us to live? Where are we going to be living? How are people going to pay off their debt? If you have debt, you're basically just going to keep working to pay off the minimum of your debt. You're never going to be able to pay it off. It's not a way to live.
The cost of living in Canada is sick. There is no more cost of living. There is only cost of surviving. My girlfriend and I met for coffees the other day, and she owes a little bit of money to the government, and she was crying to me, saying, I don't know what to do. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm a single mother. Like, I can't afford to live here anymore. So she had a call with the CRA, and the CRA ripped her apart. They said, it is unacceptable that you have not maxed out your credit cards to pay us. It is not acceptable that you are paying $1,000 a month in groceries for yourself and your 3 children. You need to cut back. So she said to them, you're telling me that you want me to take the food from my children's mouth to pay your greedy ass when it's your fault that fucking groceries are astronomically priced right now. We are all in this together. We are all suffering together. The cost of living is killing people. Families are falling apart. People don't get to see their children because they have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs. I need to let people know that there's another way. And I'm telling you, you need to start looking into the world of digital marketing, digital products, digital sales. These are all things that you can do at home. Make them at home, build them at home, implement it at home, start marketing it at home, and start making the money at home. Working your 9 to 5 is barely getting you by. You're never going to get ahead. But I'm telling you, you need to do something because this isn't going to get better. Watch what's going to happen in the housing market this year. Watch the price of groceries. Watch the price of gas. Like, we're not getting relief. This is not going away. So how are you going to get on top of it? What are you going to do to make sure that you and your family can survive? Fuck surviving. What are you going to do so that you and your family can thrive? Because it is possible. All you need to do is take the first step.
Can someone help me understand how it's $35 just to make tacos now? Like, I used to make tacos because it was like a meal you can make super cheap. I just went in the grocery store to only buy things I needed to make tacos, and it's $35. What the fuck is going on? This is fucking nuts.
Canada is fucking cooked, guys. The amount of comments that I see in my videos about how Canada is the best place on earth, You pay your taxes, your 50% just for your healthcare, to have better living. It is all such a lie, and it's made for you to pay your taxes. It's all just basically one big psyop. Once you move countries, once you actually experience life and what it's like in a country where the cost of living is under $1,000 for a decent place, the dating is 10 times better, and overall a healthier lifestyle, then you will not go back to the West.
Question for you. I live in Sudbury, Ontario. It's quite nice. You can see there are some really great places here. I've got an okay job. I make an okay amount of money. Not huge by any stretch. I'm not into the six figures, but not even close. But the odds of me finding and affording a 2-bedroom apartment for myself and my son, or hell, even coming close to affording a mortgage, are just completely off the table. I have a place with a friend right now, and I'm quite grateful for that. How the hell is anybody supposed to afford to live anymore? What do we do? I work for the government as my day job, and I'm trying to get this acting career going really, really well. But what do we do?
Let's cut straight through the fantasy. There is no greener grass. Look at the numbers. In the UK, grocery inflation is still among the highest in Europe, and families are cutting back on essentials to survive. In the USA, over 60% of people live paycheck to paycheck, medical bills ruin lives, and rent in major cities is completely out of reach. In Australia, average rent has jumped over 30%, pushing working families into smaller homes, longer hours, and constant financial pressure. In Canada, housing costs have exploded. Young people have simply given up on ever owning a home. 4 different countries, 4 different economies, 4 different cultures. But the exact same outcome. Ordinary people crushed while corporations thrive. Supermarkets raising prices because people will still buy it. Energy companies posting record profits while homes stay cold. Landlords hiking rent because demand is high. Governments shrugging their shoulders as if this is normal. This isn't normal. This is greed globalized. And unless things change, we won't be talking about cost of living anymore. We'll be talking about cost of survival. Here's what needs to happen. Housing markets must be regulated to stop runaway greed. Wages need to rise in line with real-world expenses, not fantasy numbers. Essential goods should never be allowed to become luxury items. Governments must prioritize people over corporations, not the other way around. Because if we keep pretending the grass is greener somewhere else, we'll wake up one day realizing it's all dead grass, just painted different colors. So tell me in the comments, where are you watching from, and how bad is it in your country?